Yan lang. Okay, good afternoon sa lahat na nanonood. Meron na ba tayong viewers? Hindi ko alam eh.
Parang namaos ako kapon nag-inom lang ako ng dalawang red. Parang nagtuyo yung lalamunan ko. Hindi ko alam eh. Parang namaos ako kapon nag-inom lang ako ng dalawang red. Parang nagtuyo yung lalamunan ko. Hindi na pala ba? Hindi na pwede pang araw-araw.
Hindi na pwede yan.
Parang nagtuyo yung lalamunan.
May ads pa.
Hindi na pala ba? Hindi na pwede pang araw-araw.
Hindi na.
Parang nagtuyo yung lalamunan.
May ads pa.
Hindi na pala ba? Hindi na pwede pang araw-araw.
Hindi na. Yung ano. Tanggalin mo yan.
Yan, okay na.
Naka-mute na ba? Yan. Baka mamaya yung sapian na naman. Ayan na naman.
Sampu na nagsasalita.
Sampu na naman yung nagsasalita. Ay, nako, Diyos me, yung marimar. Si Sansui, maraming nasa loob. Okay, buong lupon. Okay, so okay na tayo.
Go.
Kala ko si Boss JM na naman may... Hindi, si RD naman.
Si RD, Esports Overdrive.
Si Esports Overdrive naman, nako.
Too salty.
Too salty for ano. Tinan mo yung suit nito, Nico. Yan o.
Yak. Yak talaga, yak.
Okay, sige. Simulan na tayo. Guys, magandang hapon. Back again with another episode ng Matinong Usapan. Kasama nyo pa rin ako, Pao, and si Nico nandito. Si BYB ay tulog. Ayun, wala kayong magagawa doon. Dahil guluhin mo na
ang bagong ang lasing. Wag lang ang tulog.
Wag lang ang tulog.
Wag mo nang gisingin.
Wag mo nang gisingin ang tulog.
Oo.
So pag nagising siya at bababa dito. Pero usually guys, ang MU talagang kasama si BYB. Ayun nga lang, medyo pagod siya today. So ngayon ano pag-uusapan natin? Malamang sa malamang, nakita nyo naman, yesterday, nagkaroon ng picture, care of, ang kasama natin, special guest natin today, care of Julius Mariano of Twitch, na parang nagkakaroon ng recognition from the Philippine government ang athletic status ng ating mga esports players, particularly sa simula sa Dota 2. So TNC and Execration, nandun sila kahapon kasama si Julius Mariano sa Games and Amusement Board at mukhang magkakaroon ng athletic license given to our players.
Yun na nga.
Ba't mo tinitignan yun?
Bago eh.
Tinitignan mo?
Bago yung chinelas ko eh. Bago eh.
Na-confuse ako dun. So, yun ang pag-uusapan natin today, guys. Now, para mas maliwanagan tayo, tatanungin natin, of course, ating special guest para i-relay muna kung ano nangyari kahapon. Banubs, welcome back. Okay. So, kwentuhan mo muna kami. Ano nangyari yesterday? Anong ganap? At bago tayo magtanong, bago tayo mag-react, mas maganda munang makuha muna natin. Ano yung story behind the photo na pinost mo?
Yan, basically, para sa hindi na alam kasi, Gab yung it's part of the Office of the President, para sa sangay, which handles the gaming and sports. So basically, lahat ng PBA stars o PBA players nakadaan doon. Sila Pacquiao, sa lahat ng sports, chess, volleyball, anything about the sports nandun. So what we try to push there is being recognized, esports being recognized as sports. So yun, naging okay lahat. So actually gamer, si attorney AU, yung isa sa attorney doon na gamer siya. It's a legit gamer. So parang everything made parang easier kasi mas naiintindihan niya. Narinig ba ako?
Sobra. Okay.
Narinig ka namin, sabi nung Twitch chat, may kausap daw kaming robot.
Alam mo,
boses robot ba? O talaga, normal na boses?
Normal naman.
Normal sa amin, pero tingin ko may naririnig ako nagdi-beep sa likod eh.
Yung stream, noobs.
Oo. Siguro
off mo na lang muna
yung stream kasi nag-e-echo.
Yeah. Hindi ako nag-open ng stream.
Okay. Sige. Pero, teka, sandali lang Twitch chat. Naiintindihan niyo ba yung sinasabi ni Banu?
Pero sound check.
Hindi, sa akin okay naman eh.
Okay dito
Oo,
eh.
okay naman sa akin.
Usually pag
Naiintindihan ko
okay
naman.
sa atin, ano eh.
Naiintindihan ko naman.
Oo.
So, yun na nga, mga tropa. Noobs, di ba, yung dati, kasi PSA tayo, di ba? Philippine Sports Association, tama ba?
PSC.
PSC.
PSC, Commission. Tama?
Mm-hmm.
So, anong kinaibahan nung dati sa ngayon? Paring Banubs.
Ito kasi, mismong ano siya government body. As in, sangay na siya mismo ng government. Under Duterte administration, yung diretso sa president.
Right.
So, everything about sports and gaming, nandito. Kung dati, hindi yun sobrang masasabi natin sakto. Hindi yun yung pinakasakto na kailangan natin pasukin. Pero ito pala yung end goal nung pinagdaanan before. Yun ang sabi ko.
So, clarification lang para sa mga hindi nakakalam. Ang Games and Amusements Board, yun nga, tulad ng banggit ni Banubs, sangay siya ng Office of the President. Now, ang mandato niya is to regulate all forms of sports, games, and play for pay na endeavor. So, hawak niya, hindi lang ang mga sports, basketball, for example, pati chess, pati poker, for example, UFC, sa kanya dumadaan. Now, the Philippine Sports Commission, yung mandato naman nun is to oversee yung mga Olympic at ASEAN Games na branch noon. So,
More of the amateurs.
Oo, yung mga ganun. The amateurs. Yung professional play, and especially, katulad ng ibabanggit ni parang Banubs dito mamaya, isa sa mandato ng Games and Amusements Board is to make sure na regulado yung betting. Kasi nangyayari siya sa sport ng basketball. So, in the future, baka magkaroon ng epekto doon sa...
Basically, ganito. Since magiging professional licensed players na yung meaning, parang meron kang legit na ID na nakastate doon na you are a professional sports athlete. Na yun, as in government siya recognized. Sanctioned by the government lahat eh. So, ano yung benefits nun, di ba? So, una, for sure, everyone here is aware about the issue of 322.
322. MSI, EBC, 322. Ayan,
wala si Bayabas dito. Wala si Bayabas dito, boy.
Kaya pala hindi nagising.
Like for example, 322 issue, di ba? How can you regulate it? Paano mo ma-avoid in the future yung mga yun? Diba? Ako, meron ako kilalang manager ng isang team.
Ako kilala ko yung manager ng tukoy mo.
Diba? Na nakikipag-usap para mag-322. So, paano mo ma-avoid yung mga ganyan bullshit issues?
Si ano?
Pwede masira. Huwag mabanggit pare. Pero paano mo ma-avoid yung game fixing na yan, na tinatawag. Diba? So, being part nagkaroon ka ng lisensya sa gobyerno na isa kang professional athlete, maiiwasan mo lahat yan.
Kasi meron
lahat ng bibigyan ng lisensya, yun lang yung mga iba-coach namin para bigyan ng lisensya. Yun lang yung pwede talaga na masabi mo na professional athlete. Ito naman is open for all genders. It's either Hearthstone, lahat. Pero they have to prove themselves to be, alam mo yun, para tipong, worth it ba silang bigyan?
I see.
Diba? Once ganito ka, magkaroon pa lang kami ng issue, intel pa lang na may lalabas na ganyan, tatagalin namin lisensya.
Right. And pag natanggalan sila ng lisensya, meron silang pwedeng magkaroon na corresponding na penalty under law ang nangyari. So Banubs, mamaya tatanungin kita more about yung esports na side nun. Kasi right now, the existing law is only covers basketball. Yung mga other sports na meron tayo, wala pa tayong esports specific na special rule. However, kung tayo pumunta doon, ang tatanungin ko lang is, so kahapon, Execration and TNC, nag-apply ba sila for license? Nabigyan na ba sila ng license? Ano nangyari yesterday?
So ganito. Kahapon, yun yan, diba nag-start kami ng discussion, ganyan. And after yung discussion namin, on the spot, bro,
On the spot.
nag-drug testing na lahat ng players. After drug testing, na-expedite yung process. After drug testing, nag-picture for the ID. And alam ko today release na yung yung license.
Okay.
Okay. So, yun nga, para siyang card, di ba? Nakalagay.
Athlete. Parang yung sa KESPA, sa Korea. So, ganun yung concept.
Para sa hindi nakakalam, ang KESPA na binanggit ni Kuya Nick is the Korean Esports Association. So, they are a part of the Korean Ministry of Youth and Sports sa Korea.
Sa kanila talaga legit na from the government.
Yeah, exactly. Ganun yung ano natin.
Ganun yung papapuntahan nito. I see.
Actually, yun nga talaga sobrang legit. Kasi mo, may license ka na.
May nag-positive kaya ron sa drug test. Meron lang.
We're promoting responsible gaming.
Yeah, for sure.
Responsible. Para fit, syempre, malinis ka.
So, I think ang next kong tanong, what does this mean for yung pinaka immediate concern nito, Banubs? The visas for the teams. Meron ba tayong update? Will this help? How will it help?
So basically, para din update yung iba, no? From the government side, they will provide an endorsement letter coming from the office of the president.
Okay.
Tapos, yun pa, yung license from being a professional gamer. Professional athlete. So doon pa lang, para din sa hindi nakakalam na sa iba, yung mga PBA players na nagpupunta sa ibang bansa, kaya sila nakakalipad doon is dahil sa GAB.
Right.
Games na
GAB yung nag-endorse sa embassies para makalipad sila. For example, Pacquiao. Meron si Pacquiao na coach or analyst or kahit yung tigahawak ng tuwalya. Paano makakapunta yun sa US fight?
Baka di mahawakan yung tuwalya.
Baka hindi nga.
Di ba?
Okay.
I mean, di ba? Meron yun, tiga linis ng cut, di ba? Mga ganun.
Cutman, mga ganun.
Okay. So yung mga yun, GAB din yung nag-endorse ng mga yun para makalipad.
I see.
So, ang process
currently, meron rin, yung petition nila for the P1 is already approved.
I see.
I mean, from the USIC, approved na yun. So, kung tatanungin mo ako kung ano yung chances para ma-assure yung visa nila, masasabi ko 99.9%. Bakit may 0.1? Tatanungin niyo ako, di ba?
May 0.1.
Kasi, at the end of the day, ang powerful sa visa ganyan, US visa is the CIA.
Okay. Right.
They're the ones who do the background checking. Kaya kasi sabihin ko na naman ito ulit, kung may balak kayong mag-apply ng US visa, wag kayong magsisinungaling.
Yeah.
Kasi pag nagsinungaling ka, nakakitilan yung mga yan. Alam nila lahat.
Para palang para palang alcohol, 99.9% na.
May 0.1 pa rin.
Kasi alam mo yun, at the end of the day nga CIA pa rin ang mag-approve yan.
Tama.
Right.
Lahat ng call doon sa kanila. Which is they are untouchable. Diba? Alam mo naman yun.
So, recap ko lang, Banubs, ha? So, right now, the teams, yesterday, pumunta sila sa GAB, kasama ka. They, on the spot, nag-fill up sila nung license application process. Kasama na yung drug test, kasama na yung pagkuha ng ID photo. And siguro mabibigyan sila nung actual license na card either today or next week.
Yeah, na-release na ngayon actually.
Na-release na ngayon.
Yung kabilis.
Okay, so meron na
So,
sila.
wala silang IT, wala silang mag-check yung mga magda-drug test, pero ginawa ng paraan.
Right, okay, ganun. So meron na sila nun ngayon. Now, sa tanong ng visa, petition nila is through. So I assume na interview na lang sila ngayon, tama ba?
Yes, ang appointment nila, I think it's Friday or next Friday.
Right. So the end of this week or early next week, there's both teams na sila for interview.
Hindi ko alam kung both teams kasi sila nag-set ng appointment.
Right, okay, alright.
So, pero ang alam ko ata Friday ang exit, tapos di ko alam sa TNC kung kailan.
Right. Ayan. So, nandun tayo ngayon guys and malaking bagay yung interconnected yung mga balita natin today. On one hand, the teams pagdating sa visa nila, the petition is through, so interview na lang. But, ibig sabihin nung lisensyang nakuha nila, na binanggit ni Banub sa atin is that in the future, mas magiging madali ang pagkuha nila. Kasi pwede nila ipakita, ito talaga, lisensyado talaga akong atleta. Ito yung event na pupuntahan namin. And so, in the future, magkakaroon sila ng easier access through these tournaments. Ang tanong ko naman ito, Banubs, ito. So right now, it seems na may solution tayo sa short-term nating problema, which is visa going to TI. Pero anong ibig sabihin ng license na to for the future of esports sa Pilipinas? Magkakaroon ba tayo ng more consultation para magkaroon tayo ng mga rules and regulations na pang-Dota lang, pang-Hearthstone lang, pang-CSGO lang? Tatratuhin bang isang buo ang esports? Kasi maraming title.
Exactly. Yan, sagutin ko na rin agad. Esports is general one.
Right.
Lahat, as in, brother, sobrang laki. Sobrang daming genre and everything. Lahat yun ko-cover.
Ay, lahat yun i-cover.
Sabihin natin meron tayong 500 na esports professional athlete dito. Lahat yun pwede bigyan ng lisensya. From different genres, depending on
paano yung
how
mga shoutcasters, Banubs?
And yung sa regulations naman, yes. Naalala ba?
Pati yung sa shoutcaster na lisensya.
Oo naman. Kasi siguro ngayong taon, 3 ata na dinay sa atin. Sa Dota pala rin, Sa CSGO, 2 teams ata. Sa baba, parang marami sobre.
StarCraft meron isa, I believe.
Oo. Pero yeah, I believe the professional players doesn't deserve this kind of stressful feeling. Alam mo yan? Na tipong, panalo ka lang, nahihirapan mo
talo ka sa finals.
Merong finals before, ang premium mo, lipad na lang Hindi ka pa makakapunta. Ano maramdaman mo?
Diba? Yun yung natin.
Great to hear yung ganong update coming
so
from
it's good news. It's good news.
Twitch and Games and Amusement Board.
So,
di na mauulit yung parang, di naman sa di na mauulit, pero chances are low na maulit-ulit yung nangyari kay Clutch Gamers on the Summit 7, di ba? So, really hard.
Tapos ito pa, it's more on protection sa mga players, professional players.
Paano protection?
Ito bigyan kita ng idea. Sa Korea dati, meron silang history. There was a team na pinilit ng management na mag-throw ng laro yung player niya, which is practice.
Ayan, meron tayong ganyang issue sa Dota ngayon.
So, whenever na ganito yung mangyayari sa player natin ngayon, meron silang tatakbuhan na Games and Amusement Board and meron silang
i-report nila yung organisasyon.
Nila
yung club nila.
Hindi na tayo magbabanggit ng pangalan ng team o manager. Pero meron tayong ganyan dito.
Huwag na tayo magbanggit ng pangalan ng team at manager.
So,
paano mo may iwasan yung ganyang, meron tayong players dito na tinatrato sa ibang bansa na parang, parang domestic helper. O parang slave. Gigigil na talaga ako sa mga yan. Pero paano mo sila matutulungan? Kung banded sila sa kontrata, paano mo tutulungan? Kaya tayo lumapit dito sa government para matulungan na.
Nandito
pwede tayong gamitin lang na, may pera sila, okay. Tapos kanila, 2 years kang unbanded sa akin, kaya ang gawin lahat sa'yo.
Tsaka predatory talaga yung magiging nature nun. Kasi syempre, yung mga esports na players, mas bata, hindi sila, alam mo yun, wala silang kapangyarihan siguro na wala silang experience to go up against someone of authority. So, maganda na meron silang matatakbuhan.
Ayun nga.
Okay.
Legit.
So, sandali lang ba magbabasa lang tayo ng mga comments. Titignan natin kung
meron. Siya pala kay Mio Quito from US. Taga-US yan pupunta na Seattle. So,
hello,
good luck. Enjoy.
Tsaka shoutouts kay Woods. Nandito.
Tago ka
na, Woods.
Meron ng regulation. May regulation na Woods.
10 taon pa. So, anyway, basa muna tayo. Question, since part na ng GAB ang esports, magkakaroon ba ng recognition in case maging champions ang Philippines sa major tournaments? I believe na kapag kapag ang athlete ay nagiging champion sa international tournament, napapabalita at nabibigyan ng reward ng Pilipinas. Ikaw ba, Noobs? Gusto mo sagutin?
Oo naman.
Okay.
Kaya natin ito ginagawa matagal na natin ito pinupush. Iba yung feeling natin sa ating industry natin na someone is representing Philippines, di ba? Pero mas iba pa rin siguro kapag yung mainstream, na lalo yung gobyerno nag-push, na malalaman ng tao na gaming is not really bad, pare. Depende sa tao eh. Especially, paano mo actually pinag-usapan din namin dun sa board meeting yung paano mo tatanggalin yung stigma ng mga parents about gaming is bad.
Right.
Alam natin, maraming beses na rin tayong ginamit ng TV medias, conducting interviews, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos lalabas into addicting and killing and fuck that shit. Guess yun? Alam mo yung hugot na yun?
Copy.
Copy naman.
Noob's question, with regards to the professional license, kasama rin ba si Abed tsaka si DJ dun sa Usapan?
They're Filipinos playing abroad. Si X-Smith, for example.
Pasok.
Alright.
Abed is on a B1.
Right. He is on a business visa.
And DJ.
I see. Pero ibig sabihin, pwede silang bumalik dito, get a license, and then together with the UN application.
Yes, walang problema yun. Kaya ilakad ng one day.
Okay, kaya ilakad ng one day. Okay. May isa pa tayong tanong dito ba, Noobs? How about for esports organizations? Alam ko nabanggit mo, the players were the ones that signed. But for organizations, for example, hindi lang TNC, hindi lang execration na may teams. What if, for example, tournament organizers, will they eventually also have to register?
If actually, they have to.
They have to.
Ang lang ko players, di ba? Pero, tignan mo kung paano ginagawa ng PBA. If the community wants this one bigger, esports, they have to. Tignan mo ang PBA, for example. Tignan mo yung team na Hinebra. Hindi naman yan basta individual player lang din, di ba? They registered as their name as Hinebra.
Right.
Di ba?
So it's franchising.
Kasi kasi sa totoo naman, hindi lang naman lagi yung management na may problema eh.
Right.
I've been managing teams a lot. Tagal na. Since 2012 ata. Pero ito, may mga na-experience ako, may problema rin players. Merong mababait na manager dito. Pero, yung players din, ano assurance mo? Okay lang naman kung magbitaw ka kung may magandang offer iba eh. Pero sana, mas maayos na paraan. Anong assurance mo? Paano ka maiinganyo yung mga tao to handle more professional teams? Para sila mag-manage. We have great managers before. Nawasa na sila ngayon. Diba? Merong traumatic shit di ba? Ano nangyayari? Kasi nga, the scene is growing, tama. Pero we need to create a healthier ecosystem. Not just as an organizer, not just team, lahat, kita players, lahat Ano yan nag-rotate yan yung example player, napirata sila. Alis yan. Walang sabi-sabi
Kilala ko yun.
Paano naiiwasan yan? So, yun nga, as much as possible, kailangan may affiliation sa team pag-registration.
So, ayun po yung sagot. So, maybe in the future, wag muna siguro hindi na lang muna, ang takeaway dito is, hindi nyo muna kailangang magpunta sa Games and Amusement Board para mag-register agad. Maybe it's a wait and see muna para maliwanagan ko ano yung magiging process.
Well, I don't suggest people to go there.
Oo nga, kaya nga. So, hintay-hintay lang
mas
muna.
Okay siguro, try to reach us out first. Kasi, we're the one who will vouch Mahirap yung basta na lang, alam mo yun, sila din naman, alam mo naman, di naman sila familiar sa whole scene. Pro kami, blah, 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 okay. Paano namin malalaman na pro kayo?
Nga. So, yan. Subukan natin ngayon.
Next year, tatakbo tayong congressman.
Subukan natin. May ano dito may isasagutin lang ako sa chat sandali.
Go for it.
Sabi ni Jendai Ishaku, hindi ko na makita yung pangalan mo. Bakit puro Dota lang? Katulad ng sabi ni Banubs, this applies to general esports. Nagkataon lang na Dota right now, this is a Dota channel, number 1. Pangalawa, yun yung tinutulungan na teams na makapunta. At the moment. But, as explained by Banubs, the license can and will apply to every title in competitive video games.
Esports athlete ng ating Pilipinas.
Medyo late ko nalaman may issue pala before, di ba? Na nagreklamo sila, bakit Dota lang? Parang fail ata yung visa nila. Ang tanong, yung teams na yun, naging resourceful ba? Kung naging resourceful sila enough, they should know kung sino lalapitan nila. Ano si Jobert Yu, ang dami pwedeng, dito, mag-crowdsourcing man lang sila. Diba? Hindi na, wag nila isisi yung problema na hindi sila, yun, wala naman ako dito yung posisyon o what Nandito lang ako para tumulong So, makikita ba ako ng pera dito? Wala nga it's my passion. Pero kung pwede naman tumulong, bakit hindi? Diba?
So, yun lang siguro yung dito. If meron kayong questions, you're in other titles, reach out to Julius Mariano, reach out to... So, reach out to these organizations. Hindi masasagot yung problema nyo by thinking na bakit ito lang yung inaatupag.
Self-thinking without any confirmation.
Diba? So, let's see. Sir Banubs, posible ba daw mag-form ng team ang gobyerno to represent exclusively sa mga LAN events? I think that's a bad idea, but ikaw. Ikaw, Banubs, tingin mo? Posible ba ang As in yung gobyerno mag-manage nito?
Parang gilas ba?
Parang ganun.
Parang gilas?
I suppose. Do you think it's going to be possible?
Hindi rin actually Pilipino pa yun.
Hindi natin masabi. Mahirap kasi magbitaw dyan Pero kung may reason kung bakit gagawin yan, parang nagiging FIBA.
Bakit hindi?
In the event, siguro na meron. It's a possibility, pero mahirap sabihin.
Diba, parang gilas. Kung merong ganon, kasi maraming Olympics, ASEAN, ASEAN kasabay pata ng TI na we just invited ang execration pero hindi nila kasi nga kasabay ng TI. Pero ang dami na ngayon, ang dami na siyang sa indoor sports events.
Ayan. So titingnan natin, I think yung answer lang doon is it's a possibility. It's a possibility, but it will depend on how the scene will grow. I think right now it would be another thing entirely.
Hinahinay lang muna tayo. It is already good na this is a development.
Baby steps.
It's development na.
Tapos may sabihin mo kanina, di ba? Natanong mo, how about for the organizer side? The one who organizes the tournaments and everything. So, ganito yan. Technically, kung gusto nilang tulungan yung scene, they have to be legal and everything.
Right. Okay.
They have to be part with the people who are, sa government mismo. Like what PBA is doing, URCC, ano ba mga leagues ng mga sports dito? Ang dami sila sobra. Kung gusto nilang maging vouched by government sila, as in sanctioned by the government, they should approach GAB. Malaki yan Malaking bagay yan Ikaw gagawa ng sports event, sanctioned by government. So malaki nun Kasi, parang 3 weeks ago sa government ng Singapore, full support sila. Yung nakausap yung mga ministers doon na talagang full support sila. Tipong, they're willing to give big venues in Singapore for free. As long as kaya i-fill up. Kasi ma-fill yung stadium sobrang supportive yung government sa Singapore. So, sana magawa natin yun dito.
May tanong dito sa Twitch chat, Banubs. I think maganda rin itong pag-usapan. This is a little bit of a tangent sa pinag-uusapan natin. Pero ang sabi ni Dota Fan, I think esports in the Philippines kailangan na ng formal org or esports officials para hindi na kailangan umasa sa GAB in terms of regulations. So licensing, making the rules and regulations, etc. Yung parang PBA, may SBP, which is under ng PSC din. Now, ang tanong ko is, for everyone na hindi nakakalam, nagtangka gumawa ng ganun 2 years ago, the PESPA, which is the Philippine Esports Association. Ano yung magiging kaibahan or ano yung pwedeng magiging sagot doon sa improvement doon? Will we have an esports body run by esports stakeholders na makikipag-usap sa gobyerno? Ano yung pwedeng maging future steps nito?
At first, syempre, as much as possible, kung magkakaroon ng ganyan, we want it to be neutral.
Right.
No sides taken and everything. Kasi neutral. Neutral na entity sana. Kung mabubuhay siguro yung PESPA, okay rin. Or what? Kung alam mo, kasi ang GAP is, nakausap ko sila, they're willing to support.
Right. Okay. Alright. Sige. So, siguro doon na lang muna tayo.
So, Banubs, trust the process, no?
Trust the process. Okay. May sasagutin lang ako dito sa Twitch chat. Sandali lang. So, may sabi si Rainju. So, Kuya Pao, pag nanalo ba sila sa TI7, I'm assuming any one of our Filipino teams and players, may makukuha ba ang government na tax? Alam naman natin na kahit athlete, hindi ligtas sa tax kahit ang trophy kinukuhanan. Rainju. Sabihin ko lang ba yung basic tapos sabihin mo yung sabi ng Gab. Ganito lang yan. Kahit hindi sila maging recognized athletes, the Philippines will have tax. Tax is not something na kinukuha pag nananalo ka lang. Tax you pay every time. So, meron talagang taxation. Actually, in and of itself, taxes is not the problem. The problem is what people do with the tax. Diba? So, right now, ikaw, pag bumibili ka ng Chicken Joy, may tax na yun. It's called value-added tax. Whenever you get income, you pay taxes at the end of the fiscal year. Ngayon, as an athlete, merong ibang laws regarding taxation. Ano i-explain ni Banubs ngayon? Sige, Banubs, go.
Okay. Yun nga, sinasabi nila prize money, di ba? Yung GAB is different from your at first. Yung mga panalo na ng pera doon, for example, ano sila na 1 billion, di ba? Yung, naalala mo yung issue kay Pacquiao?
Yes. Na-double tax siya.
Sinisigil siya sa US, tapos pagbalik ka sa Pilipinas, kailangan mo magbayad. Yan to kasi yan. Since part ka ng GAB, they can do away na parang ang pagbayad mo ng tax dapat sa Pilipinas lang, hindi na sa US.
Right.
Para hindi na ma-double taxation.
So, yun yung pwedeng protection na may bigay.
Tingin ko kasi, yung mga yan, ano yan siyempre, may reason kung bakit nandiyan yung sangay ng gobyerno na yan. Yung mga ganyang issue, kaya ma-resolvahan Lalo para lang maiwasan yung mga tawag dito, double taxation issues. Sabihin nila, di ba, corrupt? Hindi kasi naiintindihan ng tao ba Siguro, pag nasubukan nila magbayad ng tax, maintindihan nila. Kung paano talaga nangyayari yung mga usapan. Pero according to GAB, they don't care about the income tax ng mga si BIR yan Pero yung sa what they can do is, hindi ka naman kailangan magbayad sa US dapat. Sa Pilipinas lang. At least for the better kung magagamit ng tama yung
So
yung
it's
pera.
in and of itself, tax is not the problem. kung yung efficiency lang ng paggamit siguro natin. May isang tanong dito. Let's see. Ano need namin para ma-recognize ng government? I play Havoc. I think mamaya na masasagot yun for organizations.
You can relay it
to Julius
Mariano and Joe or either of the two.
Intay-intay lang muna for organizations. Peso yun. No, PESPA is different from PESO. PESO is the Philippine Esports Organization. And actually, yun yung organization namin dati. So, which is hindi na ngayon. Magkaiba po yun sa PESPA, which is PESPA naman was a group of other stakeholders, Garina, Mineski, PESO, Si Banubs, nandun ka dati. Sumasali ka dun dati. So, magkaiba yun. Magkaiba yun. Let's see. May possibility ba na may Philippine organization na mag-sponsor ng international event? What do you mean, Onyx 517? Mineski has already done that with the Manila Masters. So, we've been doing that for years. Diba? Jomar 8, Kuya Pao, saan po napupunta yung tax? Dito po sa Canada, libre yung healthcare namin dahil sa binabayaran naming tax. Magkaiba po ang allotment ng taxation. I can't go into detail on that ngayon. Generally speaking, lahat ng roads, lahat ng public infrastructure, that is all paid for by taxes. So, yun, general yun. Now, I don't want this to turn to a topic about kung saan napupunta yung tax ng tao. Matagal yun. Tsaka yun yung pinag-aralan ko sa college, kaya ayoko na siyang pag-usapan. Let's see. Castolome, Jack. Ibig sabihin po ba, pwede nang magpadala ng representative ang Pilipinas for the Olympics esports scene? I mean, pwede naman talaga. Hindi naman siya, ano. Let's see. Ano po ba iba? May financial support bang makukuha ang esports players and teams? Ano ba, Noobs? Tingin mo doon?
Judging from yung ginawa before ni Duterte, di ba, financial support sa athlete? Hindi natin masabi niya yun, pero pwede naman umabot sa point.
May chance naman.
May chance naman. Alright.
Tingin mo, kailangan pa pala. Depende yan eh.
Okay. So, ayan. So, magiging depende. Let's see. What else ang pwede nating pag-usapan? Ikaw, Kinik, meron kang ano?
Ayun na, tanong ko na naman kay Banubs kung ano yung tanong ko rin kanina.
I see.
All good naman.
May mga iba dito. Ano po ang standard na sahod ng mga players? There is no standard na sahod for players. It's all market-driven. So, basically, kung tingin ni team, kaya niya yung hinihingi ni player. Ganun lang ang sahuran.
Internal agreement.
It's internal. There is no standardization of wage in terms of esports players. Si Pacquiao po ba, leader ng sports committee sa Senate? Pwede ba silang lumapit sa kanya for financial support for the team?
Actually, with regards to that naman, yung financial support for a team, at the moment, kumbaga yung mga tier 1 teams natin, kumbaga, kung lalaban sila international, ready na rin sila eh.
Kaya naman.
So,
they are actual businesses.
We don't want to be that body na kaya ginawa kasi kailangan namin ng financial support lagi sa gobyerno.
Same.
What we need more is yung legitimacy and yung access na pwede tayo makapag-compete internationally. So, ayun yung more heavily kailangan. Hindi yung fund mismo.
Hindi
kasi,
yung funding.
Kasi baka ma-turn off kagad sila na esports. Tapos puro tayo ng pera, medyo pangiting na.
Tsaka ang industriya, lumalaki siya kasi you are private organizations, private individuals.
I'm not saying na hindi mangyayari. It will eventually happen pero we don't want initially to be recognized as the money parang lending company.
Ayaw mo na ang tingin ng mainstream sa'yo, ano kayo?
Kailangan ng pera, kailangan ng pera.
Nanlilimos. Hindi naman ganun. Hindi naman natin kinailangan before, kailangan lang talaga natin ngayon is to be sure na nakakalipad tayo to these tournaments and protected yung mga players in terms of other legal protections na pwedeng ano. But wala pa yung Valve about talents and casters sa TI. Hindi ko po alam sa Valve. Sana may event na parang palarong pambansa. It's called MPGL, among other things. Full-time po ba mga player? Wala ba sila ibang work? Most players in Tier 1 teams are full-time. Magkakaroon din ba ng lisensya si 1437 o may lisensya lang sila dahil sa visa? Anong sagot doon ba, Noobs?
Hindi siya Pinoy.
He's Canadian.
Siguro meron siyang P1 visa sa US. I don't think kailangan niya ng license sa Pilipinas.
Right.
Kung sakaling kailangan, baka naman may magawa like supporting or diba, alam mo yun, kung magkaroon na ng issue.
So, let's see. Idol, tanong ni Gorbos. Paano yung mga local tourneys? Pwede ba silang maprotektahan legally through the commission na ito? I think natural mangyayari yun if and when organizations also have to register themselves, because that would mean na si tournament organizer, ano na siya meron na siyang covenant under the law na kung maggagawa siya ng tournament, dapat maayos. Kung hindi siya magbabayad sa event niya, dead ball siya. Pwede siyang habulin ng batas.
Pero in the future, ano yun, mga tropa?
Mas maliliwanagan tayo in the future.
Pero for now, the main point is the government is legitimately supporting our players in their quest to TI7, which is really great. We don't want to end up like Boston Major execration that meron siyang slot pero still haven't had a chance given they were not permitted by the visa issue. Diba? So
naging
let's be happy with that one.
Shao 8 invitations.
And hopefully this will open up doors in the future for many opportunities, not only for the players but also for the general esports public.
So titingnan natin kung ano yung pwedeng mangyayari dun. Magagawan kaya ng paraan ng internet connection dito sa Pilipinas? That's a different issue with a different different
governing body.
Governing body. You're asking the NTC in that situation alongside the other communications bureaus of the Philippines. Ilang days na lang before makakalipad ang dalawang teams natin before TI. It is 14 days or 13 days?
Ganun. Around 2 weeks.
Around 2 weeks na lang ang TI. So hopefully they can fly there a week to go. Tulad na sabi ni parang Banubs, yung interview nila should be around
Friday, tomorrow.
Friday, oo. So, I'm assuming na yung tickets nila to fly, kasi may ticket na yun is a week before the event. Banubs, may tanong. Maganda. Makikialam ba ang GAB sa contracts ng players?
GAB, hindi.
Hindi.
It's more, protections din. Committee Pero, I don't think may pakialam sila para papakialaman nila yung
may regulations lang siguro sila na ito yung standard ng kontrata nyo.
Gaya sabi ko kanina, they don't care about your income tax.
Right.
Right.
You just need to follow that.
Bingayari. Kung ano man, di ba? Kung bayad man sila or what.
Right.
Pero syempre, pagka nadehado yung either player or organization, they do have a GAB para takbuhan.
I mean, that is also one of that is one of the functions of the GAB sa other sports. Pwede siyang maging mediating and enforcing body kapag nagkaroon ng alitan between player and org.
Si Kuya Rick po ba ay naligo na?
Gising ko lang Ano ba kayo? Nag-toothbrush naman ako tsaka gilamos.
Let's see. Kuya Pawat, Kuya Red Bull, pro career or schooling?
Meron akong gusto rin.
Ayan, si Manobs.
Meron akong CSR event na gustong gawin talaga.
CSR event?
Yun nga kasi na-discuss namin, di ba? Yung about, paano matanggalin yung stigma na gaming is bad sa mainstream. So sabi ko, it's a process.
Trust the process.
Tapos sabi ko, it's a long process, pero we have to start on something. So I propose ako ng idea of doing like, start with the high school. Yung tournament, tournament ng Dota or League of Legends o CSGO sa high school. Ang mananalo doon, scholarship for a semester. Sabi natin ganyan. Di ba?
Para
bakit? Sabi niya, bakit scholarship? So ganito. Bigyan ka ng prize 100,000. Hati kayo sa 5, 20,000 each. Malay mo, bibigay ng 10,000 sa parents niya. After nun, may 10,000 ka, bumili pang aircon. Pwede mo sa nun.
Aircon?
Posible yan, di ba? Nangyayari yan eh. So, matutuwa siguro, binigyan mong pera di ba? Pero, ang kailangan dito, kailangan mo iparamdam sa mainstream. Merong scholarship. Sino ba, ikaw tatay?
So,
sa anak mo,
Right.
Meron kang anak, scholar, Samsen, sa paglalaro. Ano yung feeling ng varsity? Ano maramdaman mo?
So, may...
Hindi ka ba di ba? Magiging proud ako, pero 10,000, maliit lang yan sa tuition na binibayad ko. Pero kung bigyan ka ng scholarship ng, um, ng semester, sabi natin, kasi mabigat naman siguro kung magbabayad sa taon. Try ang semester. Try lang, try yan. Di natin kung may mag-sponsor ba. Yung idea ko, sponsorship plus a little prize money which is parang, ano man, sufficient enough. Alam mo yun, parang solid na pera naman na okay. Pero hindi gaya nung parang before, bato ka ng malaking pera. Subos agad. Diba? Kung ikaw yung parents nun, sabi, uy, anak ko, pagmamayabang ako, alam ko kung nagkadralo nun. Pagmamayabang ko pa yun, diba? Push ko lang anak ko sa paglalaro. Then we can promote responsible gaming. Diba? Pwede mo idayan yung parang varsity style na mayroong kang GPA.
May
diba? We can start from high school, then colleges.
And I mean, this is something that's happening again in Korea. And Korea actually does have, under KESPA, a varsity program sa mga amateur nila na level tournaments. And some of those players go on to have careers in StarCraft, for example. Some of them have become pros or at least stand-in pros pagdating sa League of Legends scene, which is still the biggest in Korea. So, tignan natin baka mangyari. Of course, tulad ng banggit ni Banubs, sinuggest pa lang to, we will see, and of course, with the support of the community, tsaka siya magiging reality. Sagot lang muna ako ng ibang mga tanong. Tanong ko lang po sa Gab, kung ang Gab ay may hawak ng kontrata ng player sa team, does that mean na ang Gab ang bahala kung sino ang alisin? No. Gab is not the one holding the players' contracts. The contracts of players are between the players and the teams that they play for. The Gab will only give a license, meaning recognize sila as athletes. Yun lang. That means meron na silang drug test, meron silang vouched for sila in terms of basic requirements. So, kung kukuha ka ng player na hindi lisensyado, it might be potentially trouble for the organization in the future kung kukuha sila ng visa. League player, ex-slayer, yung Peso po ba ay government arm ng esports? No, Peso was a private organization na partnered with other organizations pushing Olympics, esports in the Olympics. That's iba yan. Magiging senator yan si Banubs, iboboto ko daw yan. Sabi ni Nick Knox. Pwede po ba magkaroon ng varsity ng esports sa mga schools or universities? That is a possibility.
Diba? Parang gawin natin yung concept ng varsity. Siguro, malay mo meron dito high school students or college students. Siguro maglaban yun sa university league, di ba? For example, gawa ng UAP or NCCA. Tapos manalo doon, may scholarship. Diba? You'll be representing your school. May scholar ka ba?
Okay. Ito, Banubs.
Diba? How does that sound, diba?
Magandang sagot. Magandang tanong to, Banubs. Adin Silva 11, question. Bakit po tinatawag nyo na lisensya ang ibinibigay nyong ID? Meron po ba kayong standards to qualify and be called a pro player? Just like a license, you need to pass the exams with standards set by the body of government who sets the standards for driving. Ganun din
ito. If you are representing the Philippines and now it's Southeast Asia, tingin mo ba hindi yung test? Hindi ba test para sa iyo?
Right.
That's why we're here to vouch kung sino yung bibigyan namin ng lisensya.
Right. I think for clarification's sake, Banubs, what you mean is that hindi necessary yung license to start playing as a pro in esports. However, once you are a pro, magiging easy to vouch for the player to get a license.
Feeling ko, vision ko to.
Okay.
Darating darating na nation leagues dito.
Right.
For example, Dota 2, start natin Dota 2.
Sure.
May nation leagues dito, pag meron ka classes, na alam mo may classes division before, di ba? Para maging classes ka, sabihin natin lahat yung bigyan ng lisensya. Gets mo yun? If magka-cooperate yung organization, organizer side with the government, pwede nilang gawin yan eh. Diba? Kaya ka may class A, class S, pwede gawin yan eh.
I see. Alright. So, I think right now, wala pa tayong complete details. Pagdating sa...
Sabi ko nga sa inyo guys, marami tayong question pero sobrang aga pa. Okay? Palusutin natin tong isa, which is yung currently yung visa problems, and then from there, doon tayo unti-unti mag-develop. Siyempre, ibabalita naman natin sa Matinong Usapan together with Banubs. Kaya hinahinay lang mga chong. Baka marami tayong concern na pinasok dyan. Sumabog kagad yung concept.
Pero it's
Diba?
maganda naman yung mga concerns na nakikita ko so far. These are very well thought out questions. I think right now, ang nakikita lang natin is that yung mga nabigyan ng license ngayon, because they are existing pros. So, dahil alam ni Banubs na pros talaga to, it was easy to tell the Gab na etong si Kuku, etong si Raven, etong si ganito, pro talaga yan. Give them a license so that when they go to immigration, makikita nila, okay, you are recognized by the government. So, mas mabiging mabilis yung visa application nila. In the future, that might change. That process might change and that will require more coordination with the esports stakeholders or tournament organizers, team owners, players themselves, other peripheral industry bodies. So, wala pa tayong maraming details on it. So, isa muna kayo. Last.
Nabasa ako kung yung ano expiry. Yung sa usapan namin, usually sa pagka-physical sports, 1 year yan. 1 year expiry. Pero since, kasi given the fact na kung physical ka, paano pag na-injured ka o ano nangyari sa'yo, di ba? Pero yung sa atin, I think it's 2 years, yung base sa usapan.
Yung duration ng contract.
So, I think it's the same with other sports. With other sports, there is a renewal process that they have to go through. So, it looks like what is happening right now is that wala pang esports specific na mga rules and regulations. Wala pang ano. So, the pattern is being copied muna from existing sporting guidelines. In the future, that might change. Hindi natin alam. Pero ito muna yung nagiging developments na nangyayari for now. Last few questions siguro tayo. Onyx 517. Oo nga, di ba may performance enhancing drugs sa Dota. That's existed in some form or fashion across all other esports. ESL in 2015, nag-release sila ng statement that they will be executing drug tests to all participating players in all ESL events. So, yes, that is true. Paano kung newly formed team, may right ba sila kumuha ng license kahit hindi ba nanalo ng major event? We cannot answer that right now. Meron bang performance na nasing drug for Dota?
Yung sinabi niya gano'n. Kaya nga, as much as possible sana, yung mga organizers sa bansa natin, di ba sabi ko, nakikita ko kasi, magkakaroon national leagues dito eh. So yung sasabi nila na, hindi ka nag-represent ng country, pero paano ako magkaka-license?
Right.
So, pag nakapasok ka sa professional level doon siguro yung organizer, they can vouch for these players, for these teams.
Right. Tsaka I think this goes back dun sa isang tanong, Kuya Nick, na meron bang standards to say na you're a pro player katulad ng driving? Even in other sports, wala namang nagtetest sa'yo na magaling ka, pro level ba yung free throw mo? Wala naman eh. It's when you get into a professional league of basketball and then the league or the team vouches na you are a player playing in a professional capacity. So, it's different from driving. Driving has a set of skills because if you're not a good driver, you will kill people. It's different from sports. So, anyway, again, these are details na hindi pa natin pulido, wala pa sa atin. So, this is all speculation at this point. Esports po ba or E-capital S sports? It's esports, no, hindi capital yung S. Yeah, it's, ano siya? It's grammar. It's a spelling. Pwede po ba maulit yung Impetus 2017, yung PH Collegiate Dota 2 tourney? May mga UAAP teams doon. That one was a initiative by the UP Gaming Guild. So that was, again, a private organization. That was a student organization. So who knows? That might be picked up by a government body, some other body. These are all possibilities. Mapapabilis po ba niya na pagkuha ng visa kung may license na ng GAB ang mga players? That is one of the big talagang benefits of this development right now, I think. So everything else, pag-iisipan pa in the future after nito. Let's see. Anything else? Pupunta ba kayo sa TI?
We'll announce it within the week.
We will announce it within the week. Banobs, pupunta ka ba daw ng TI?
Yep.
Yap.
Ngayon was
Let's see. Nasaan na ang MPGL? Sayang kung kailan nagbo-boom yung Dota 2. Doon pa nawala. Hopefully bumalik siya. I don't know saan siya nagpunta. Hindi naman siya nag-text. Pero hopefully bumalik siya dito para lumaki pa ang esports. And we find more high caliber players. Shoutout kay Direk Rina na nandito ngayon. Na ayaw atang magpakita sa camera. May dalawa lang camera. Ayan. Ayun. Hello. Ayan.
press 1 daw para kay Rina.
Press 1 for Rina.
Direct Rina.
Let's see. Gabi. Ang bilis Yung betting mare-regulate na rin ba? I mean, that is something that might happen and actually nasa mandato ng GAB. I don't know to what extent they're going to do that. Again, this might
But feeling ko yung betting is parang it's part of the e-games naman, di ba?
Yeah. Yes. So, ayan. May requirement po ba mga team sa player nila? Need po ba at least may requirement ang team sa players nila? That depends on the team.
Nire-request si Rina.
Nire-request na daw si Rina. Oo. May tanong, Isa Colleen, paano kung 4 lang ang makakakuha ng visa? Paano po ang gagawin ng isang team?
Internal case-to-case basis.
Kung sakaling mangyari yan, pare, nag-email yung Valve na they can do sub.
Yes.
Sa kanila mangyari yan, Sabi natin meron super small chance mangyari yan. Yun, pwede sila kumuha ng sub.
In particular for TI7, again, last week, nagtanong na si Valve if for all teams that are coming into the United States to provide a list of substitutes in case na their players will not be able to secure visas in time. Alright. Last few. Pero government effort with PAGCOR and Gabang Betting, hindi natin alam. Again, we have not spoken to PAGCOR. Sa USA, sila kukuha ng stand-in katulad nung kay Bone 7. It depends. As long as it's a player that can enter the United States. Immediately. Iba yan. Mag-host ba ang Tier 1 ng major Dota 2 events? No, Tier 1 is not an events company. Balita kay Bobo ka dun sa visa niya. Totoo ba na if ever hindi makapunta? I don't know if whatever that is, but
pag meron kaming update sa inyo, guys, we will give it.
You're asking me if totoo yung details within a team. I cannot answer that. Although, hindi ako masusurprise kung si Xiao 8, when has Xiao 8 ever lost a chance to go to a Valve event? It's the Xiao 8 invitational slot. Kaano-ano ni Gab si Gary? Dapat magkaroon ng TV commercials ng top Pinoy players. Hopefully, we'll see that in the future. In Korea.
Kung mag-follow din yung iba
Oo.
Tingin ko sa Southeast Asia, isa tayo sa mga una
Mauuna.
Di ba? So, pwede na rin tayo maging reference sa ibang bansa. Para mag-push din ng other government tsaka esports advocates sa ibang bansa na gawin yun.
Let's see. Sa TNC, si Sam at si Tims na lang ang di pa nakakakuha ng US visa. I don't know. Kuya Nick, lumakas ang marketing ng Yakult dahil sa Wombo X Combo.
Kaya nga dapat paramdam naman Yakult
Oo.
Yakult.
Dapat may channel na yung esports they do. It's called GG Network. Right? Sana sa CSGO ganyan din. I play Havoc PH. Again, this is for all esports. So if you guys have a concern that is specific to Counter-Strike Global Offensive or any other esports title, the right person to talk to is si Banubs. The reason why a lot of attention is placed on Dota is because there are a lot of people and organizations that care about Dota. So, that means na kayo, in other esports titles, pwede nyo namang lapitan si Banubs. Twitch ang nire-represent niya, but he also is part of the greater esports communities. So, pwede naman siyang lapitan. Mukha lang mas maraming nabibigay sa Dota kasi, Mineski originally started out in Dota. Wombo X Combo is a Dota 2. This is a Dota 2 channel, number 1. Kaya parang ganun lang. It's just the fact na we're talking about Dota here that it seems like lahat ng attention nasa Dota. Dapat may commercial na rin yung Dota for promotion, patanggal stigma dito. Hehe. Yung mga achievements. Well, number 1, mahal mag-run ng ads. Kung kaya mong bayaran, okay lang. Let's see. Gusto niyo bang magkaroon ng 1 litrong Yakult?
Ay, ako ngayon. Kailangan tamang Yakult lang.
Ayan.
Tamang Yakult lang, no?
Favorite daw ni Rina
From
yung
child
Yakult.
to up to now, no?
Sabi ni Kenneth, daw team ko dati.
Lalaki.
Back in 2007, nagsasaba ko for Mineski Dota.
Oo.
Magkakasama kami sa isang bahay nila, Roro. Mga pinaka-old school na Mineski Dota.
Oo nga. Ayan, si Banubs. Banubs is former Mineski. So, ayan. It's just the fact na nagsimula sa Dota. That's why it seems like everything is on Dota. But, for example,
Umabot lang sa point na naubusan ng nagkaroon ng issue dati sa mga event organizers. Tipong wala na mag-organize ng event. So, we had to do something to found. Kaya na-found yung Minas Events team. With the help of Marlon Marcelo, Ronald Robbins.
Boss Lon, and of course, si Boss Roro. Let's see. Last few. Bakit po maliit ang bote ng Yakult? Oh my God. Ilan MMR ni Sir Banubs?
3K lang sir, hindi na ako nakilaro eh.
Ano na to? Leesin Lords. Ano ba yan? AK-47 Lords. Tsaka PUBG Lords. Sino po ang sure na Filipino cast na nalilipad? I don't know. We don't know. Na sure na lilipad? Hindi ko alam. I don't know if anyone is sure. Is the thing.
So before we step this, meron akong papromote lang. Yung content again ni Sir Mike nasa YouTube na naka-upload na.
Yes.
So kindly see it if you would like. Naka-upload na sa YouTube channel natin. And casting natin, 22-23 tayo. Meron tayong Dream League. It is Team Liquid, Team Secret, Vega Squadron, tsaka Planet Odd. So yung 4 na team na yon. And then, let's see kung ano pa pwede namin cast within the month. Pero surely, TI7 will be casting it.
Yes, definitely TI7. And not just casting, we will be releasing other forms of content for the biggest, for the year-ender. Technically, this is the end of the Dota 2 year. It comes in August. It doesn't come in December.
So be sure na naka-antabay kayo dyan lagi for the updates, mga tropa. And syempre, manood kayo ng matinong usapan din na regularly para makita nyo, alaman nyo yung update.
Naman. So, Banubs, pare, thank you once again for joining us for our discussion and at least naliwanagan somewhat. Of course, there is still a long way to go in this topic. Okay, mag-alala, once merong bagong update, we will be talking about it on the show. Immediately. So, parang Banubs, salamat.
As always.
Oo. Anyway, pagdating naman sa lahat ng mga other questions niyo, don't worry. Again, shout out sa people on Twitch chat, Facebook group natin ng Lupon, and of course, Team YouTube will be putting this out on all of these platforms. You're always welcome to join us every day, mga ganitong usap-usapan. We're lucky today, nakasama natin si Julius Mariano of Twitch. But in the future, let's have more discussions na ganito. So thank you once again. And we will see you next time. Pero bago tayo malis, meron akong nakita. Yung MMR Warrior, kailan daw?
Hindi. Within the week talaga yun. Kailangan. Okay. Pero ilalabas namin yung commercial mamayang gabi. Okay, guys, stay put lang kayo dyan, mga.
Alright. So yun na po. And we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. 2:30 p.m. Matinong usapan with Pao and Kuya Nick. And or Bayabas kapag nagigising siya. Thank you once again. Bye, Banubs.
Thank you, Banubs. Salamat.
Ligo ka daw, Nick.
Ligo ka daw.